but a lot of the people, what we're finding now is a lot of my clients are dependent on the food pantry, which is something that I am trying to get them out of, because I don't want them, this is an emergency food pantry. This isn't a retirement program. This is an emergency food pantry. We don't get paid for, doing this. We don't charge them for food. All of this food basically comes from people who donate out of kindness of their heart. And, if this is an emergency food pantry, then, everybody should have a bona fide emergency. Is it easy to prove an emergency? No, it's not. It's hard to prove the emergency. So the fact that I have a client database of over 6,000 clients, I've been trying to come up with ways to decrease the recidivism and decrease the dependency on the food pantry, because obviously it's, depleting my reserves. So one thing I've been thinking, trust me, I've been thinking about this for at least a couple of years on how to do it, because I don't want to tell anybody no, but I also don't want people who are abusing the program to be able to continue to abuse the program, because if you have an emergency, how long is your emergency supposed to last? I have a client database of 6,000 clients, and some of these clients, I've been seeing them for 4 years. You don't have a 4-year emergency. If you do, then you need to get yourself together and do something. I mean, that's just like the welfare to work program. I mean, you're only on welfare for a certain amount of time, and then you got to do something about it. You either go back to work, go back to school, do something. The food pantry is for emergency. Your emergency shouldn't last for 4 years. So some of those clients that I've been seeing for, 4 years, I am, in the process of, when I go to my 1 o'clock meeting with the food committee, I always, broach them with ideas, because there are food pantries that are supplemental food pantries, which they just give out bags of food to help you out. They're not an emergency. You need a bag of food, here you go. You know what I mean? On record, I am not a supplemental food pantry. I am an emergency food pantry where you come when you're in need of an emergency. You ran out of food, the refrigerator broke, and all your food got spoiled. There's no food in the house. Your food stamps ran out. You got laid off, and you just need some food to, get you through the next, till you find another job. You know what I mean? Your house caught fire. You need some food. One of your family members got displaced from New Orleans in one of the floods. Now they're moved up here with you, and you need more food for the house because you can't really afford to feed them and take care of everything else. Fine, those are emergencies. But the fact that you just come just to come because you got your food stamps, you figure, well, I'll use my food stamps this month, and then for the first 2 weeks of the month, and then I'll go to the food pantry. Or I'll go to the food pantry in the beginning of the month, and I'll save my food stamp. That's not an emergency. That's a supplemental. I'm supplementing your income, and that's not, the design of this program. The design of this program is to help you out when you're in need. If you budget your food stamps, you might have enough food stamps to last you the month. Not everybody gets enough food stamps, but if, we can figure out a way to try to, help them figure out which pantries are emergency and which pantries are supplemental, then I think that'll work, because the way it is now, at the rate I'm going, my clients, I have a new client database of at least 75 to 100 clients new every month. You know what I mean? So my thing is, come another year from now, I'm going to have a client database of 8,000 clients, and I'm going to be doing 1,000, 1,200 people a month. That, no. If it's an emergency, fine. I'm not here to feed the whole Waterbury.
My name is John West. I work for Community Solutions Incorporated, Waterbury AIC. I'm the Community Service Coordinator, and we provide individuals from the courts and other facilities an avenue to do their community service. GWIM is one of the places that we do community service.
What do you do at the food pantry?
Excuse me?
What do you do
We do all sorts of things, whatever's needed. We serve the homeless. Sometimes we help cook. Sometimes we do stock work. We do food drives. We participate in all the food drives and things like that.
I am preparing for my Thanksgiving food drive, which this year will be held at the Armory. And so far we have 5 agencies that are doing it in conjunction with me. Last year we did an average of 1,200 turkeys. So that was 1,200 families that got turkeys and all the fixings. That's mashed potatoes, green beans, fresh vegetables, yams, stuffing, cranberry sauce, and all that stuff. This year I expect to have a higher number, obviously because of the economy. Things are a little stressful as far as the procurement of food. We don't have as much food as we normally have, so therefore I have to get on my grind and get some food in here, because can't have people going hungry.